So for this next project, what you will need are the following items. What you're going to be needing is this little decor plaque that I got from the Dollar Tree, and it just says hooray on it. And you're going to be needing a hammer, a nail, two little eyelet hooks, some jute rope twine, paint brushes, and paint color of your choice, and some stirrers. And that's all you're going to be needing for this next project. So I'm going to be taking my little decorative sign that I got for Dollar Tree, and I'm going to be taking some of this paint color, and I'm going to be covering the whole sign up in this gray paint color. And I'm going to cover it up as much as I can. And what I like about this paint color is that it's a indoor-outdoor paint, and it's a paint and primer in one. So you really only need, you know, one coat, because a little goes a long way, and it really does give full coverage. So you know, that's just a good tip to have. These are samples that I get in my local Home Depot, and it's a lot cheaper than buying the big pint or the half gallon, and it's lasts a lot longer than them little acrylic bottles as well. So that's just a tip, and I usually have a bunch of those laying around the house. So I'm trying to make do with whatever supplies I have on hand. So I'm going to continue to paint this side until I give it complete coverage. Okay, so now that my little plaque signage is basically dry, I'm not even mad that you can still see a little bit of the green showing through. It's pretty much, it gave decent coverage. I only had to do one coat, so it covered up the lettering anyway, which was the main thing. So now I'm gonna go and I'm going to give it a kind of a whitewash with some white paint on top, and this way you can still see the gray showing through. And I'm just gonna go ever so lightly, and I'm gonna spread the paint out the best way I can. I'm not trying to go too heavy-handed in any particular area, and if I see that I'm giving a little bit too much coating, then I'm gonna spread it out, and I'm gonna continue to do this throughout the whole plaque. So now this is what you should be left off with, and it just looks like an old piece of weathered rustic wood that's been through the mill for a while. And so this is kind of the look that I was going for. And a little disclaimer, I don't know how I left these two items out of the description at the beginning, but these are those 3-count metal words from the Dollar Tree, and they just say thankful, harvest, and welcome, and they're kind of like in a galvanized tin. They're a pack of 3, and some of this Magnatac 809 permanent adhesive glue, and this is just a silicone based glue. It's kind of the same thing as the glue sticks. My glue gun is on the fritz right now, so this is what I'm working with today. And so we're gonna go ahead and open up the galvanized letters, and this is what they look like, and they're just, sorry for the glare guys, they're just 3 letters. Oops, thankful, welcome, and harvest. So I'm going to be using the word thankful in this project today, and so I'm going to measure it out more or less where I want it, you know, the placement, and I guess that looks about right. And I'm just going to go ahead and adhere the back to it as quickly as possible and adhere it to my sign. This glue doesn't dry as quickly as the hot glue per se, but It's pretty quick. I mean, it doesn't take as long as E6000 or the Fix All adhesive or any of that other glue. It, you know, it dries a lot faster than those, but you have time, you know, to it gives you time to fix your mistakes, so to speak, which is what I'm trying to say. And so hopefully I can get this down without making too much of a mess on my sign. You see how some of it starts to seep out and ooze, and we don't want that. I'm sorry if I'm not in the frame. I'm trying to fix it before I lay it down and send. So this is it, guys. We're gonna put it right there. And we're gonna let that adhere and dry for a couple of minutes. Okay, so now that our meta word is already adhered, what we're going to do is we're going to take these little eyelet hooks that we have here, and I had already off camera went ahead and pre-made the holes before I started to paint it because I simply didn't want to ruin the distress finish. So the holes are already there. All I did was take a regular nail, hit it with the nail to pre-start the hoe, and then I popped it out. So now it's just a matter of, you know, hoping that because I painted over it that the holes are still gonna let me put the eyelet in. Yeah, it's going in, so we just gotta twist it. And so that's one down, and now we're going to put the other one in. So now that we got both our eyelet hooks in, what we have next to do is just to attach this jute cord twine rope. And so all I did was cut off a piece of that jute cord, and I kind of doubled it just to, you know, for a little extra reinforcement. And, you know, I doubled it in half, so I'm just going to thread it through the eyelet and tie a little knot on each end. And that's about it for this project. And then we're going to hang it on the wall as wall decor. And this is how it looks all tied and ready to hang. I'm just loving how rusticy and farmhouse looking it came out. The way the galvanized metal letter ties in with the jute rope twine and the distressed wood. This just kind of reminds me of something that you would find in Michael's or Hobby Lobby or something of that nature. And it's not indicative to fall or Thanksgiving because I'm thankful 365 days of the year. I don't know about you, but I have tons of things to be thankful for, and this is a piece of decor that I can keep up all year round. So I just had to show you where I temporarily hung it up just to show you how it looks hanging. And so I haven't quite started decorating for fall yet. And so I just decided to put it there to show you what it looks like hanging up. And I just think it looks stinking adorable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little video tutorial, and I hope I inspired you to create something as well. I'll talk to you soon.